Exodus 14. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Order the Israelites to turn back and camp in front of Pihahiroth, between Migdol and the sea, across from Baal-zephon." With Pharaoh thinking, the Israelites are confused, they are trapped in the land. And once again, I will harden Pharaoh's heart, and he will chase after you. I will gain glory at Pharaoh and all his armies, and the Egyptians will know that I am the Lord. So the Israelites did as they were told. When the king of Egypt was told that the people had fled, Pharaoh and his officials changed their minds. "What have we done, letting all those Israelite slaves get away?" they asked. So Pharaoh harnessed his chariot and called his troops to arms. He took with him 600 of Egypt's best chariots, plus all the other chariots of Egypt, each with its commander. The Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, so he chased after the Israelites, who had marched out in defiant gesture. The Egyptians chased after them with all the forces in Pharaoh's army, all his horses and chariots, his chariot drivers, and his other troops. They caught up with the Israelites as they were camped beside the sea at Pi-hahiroth across from Baal-zephon. As Pharaoh approached, the people of Israel looked up and panicked when they saw the Egyptian army marching toward them. They cried out to the Lord for help, and they said to Moses, "Why did you bring us out here to die in the wilderness? Weren't there enough graves for us in Egypt? What have you done to us? Why did you make us leave Egypt? Didn't we tell you this would happen while we were still in Egypt? We said, 'Leave us alone. Let us be slaves to the Egyptians.' It's better to be a slave in Egypt than a corpse in the wilderness." But Moses told the people, "Don't be afraid. Just stand still and watch the Lord rescue you today. The Egyptians you see today will never be seen again. The Lord himself will fight for you. Just stay calm." Then the Lord said to Moses, "Why are you crying out to me? Tell the people to get moving. Pick up your staff and raise your hand over the sea. Divide the water so the Israelites can walk through the middle of the sea on dry ground, and I will harden the hearts of the Egyptians, and they will charge in after the Israelites. I will gain glory at Pharaoh and all his armies, his chariots, and his chariot drivers. When I have gained glory at Pharaoh, his chariots, and his chariot drivers, the Egyptians will know that I am the Lord." Then the angel of God, who had been leading the people of Israel, moved to the rear of the column. The pillar of cloud also moved from the front and stood behind them. The cloud settled between the Egyptian and Israelite camps. As darkness fell, the cloud turned to fire, lighting up the night. But the Egyptians and Israelites could not get near each other all night. Then Moses raised his hand over the sea, and the Lord opened up a path through the water with a strong east wind. The wind blew all night, turning the seabed into dry land. The waters were divided, and the people of Israel went through the middle of the sea on dry ground, with walls of water on each side. Then the Egyptians, all Pharaoh's horses, chariots, and charioteers, chased after them into the middle of the sea. But just before dawn, the Lord looked down on the Egyptian army from the pillar of fire and cloud, and he threw their forces into total confusion. He twisted their chariot wheels, making their chariots difficult to drive. "Let's get out of here, away from the Israelites," the Egyptians shouted. "The Lord is fighting for them against Egypt." When Moses raised his hand over the sea again, the water rushed back and covered the chariot and charioteers. The entire Egyptian army that had followed the Israelites into the sea was drowned. Not a single one survived. But the people of Israel had walked through the middle of the sea on dry ground with walls of water on both sides. That is how the Lord rescued Israel from the hand of the Egyptians that day. And the Israelites saw the great power of the Lord displayed against the Egyptians. So the people feared the Lord and put their trust in him and in Moses, his servant.